Hello and welcome to On The Bench LFC. In today's daily Liverpool update show, we've got a lot to talk about, as always. Ligt has spoke again over his future, so I'm going to break that down, bring you the latest with that one. Also, there's a lot of you messaging me over Dybala. Yes, there's an update over Dybala, so I will talk about that and give you my views on where I think he will end up. Will it be Liverpool? Will it not? We'll talk about that as well. And we've got a lot more. Liverpool could be trying to get a player away from Chelsea that they're trying to sign as well. There's loads, right? Lots of transfer rumours coming out there at the moment. I will bring you the ones that I think are legit. I will tell you the latest with the big names that you lot have asked me to keep an eye on. And for those of you that are joining me in the live stream, as always, massive fist pump to all of you. Welcome to the live chat. What I will do, as I always do, is I will reel off all the updates as fast as possible at the beginning of the stream for those that don't have all the time in the world. And then I will jump into the live comments and speak to you lot, answer some questions, find out how your days have been. But firstly, if you're a Liverpool supporter and you enjoy keeping up to date with Liverpool transfer news, gossip, find out all the latest that's going on with our fantastic club, then consider subscribing and join the chat as well. Don't forget, everyone, leave a comment below if you wasn't able to watch it live. I'll read all the comments, and as do all the other Liverpool supporters that are watching it back. Right, shall we get started then, ladies and gentlemen? I believe we should. So, the big one for today is Ligt. Yesterday, I gave you the updates surrounding his agent, saying that it won't affect his move. But today, we have got fresh quotes to break down and dissect. Those Spanish reports that come out over the last 24 hours saying that he was pretty much signed on the dotted line for Barcelona, as it seem not so much true, which I did try and say, didn't I, because there was no quotes of it. However, the latest with him, he said, "This is not the time to talk about my future. I don't know if I will go with De Jong to Barcelona. I still have to analyse things and see everything. We'll see what happens. I cannot say anything. We'll see at the end of the summer. There is nothing yet." So as I said, always wait for the quotes. Always look for what the players are saying, agents are saying, managers are saying. As I did point out in yesterday's stream, there's two agents that are actually working with Ligt. One of them is the one that we're well aware has got the 3-month ban. The other one is a bit of a silent partner, but he'll be the one doing all the paperwork with whoever does sign him. It does very much look like still Ajax are going to lose the 19-year-old, but breaking down his speech marks again, you know, he's keeping his options very much open. And according to Ligt, Liverpool, Bayern Munich and PSG are all interested in Ligt. As I said, does that mean that Liverpool are going to go and sign Ligt this summer? No, it doesn't mean that, does it? It really doesn't. But at the same time, to see Ligt and a few other sources online saying that Liverpool are interested in him, I believe a lot of top clubs will be. I personally feel that if there's a chance to get in ahead of Barcelona, Liverpool, if we want him, we will try it and be doing that very soon. Keeping his options open, as he said, in a roundabout way. We're going to have a lot to talk about when it comes to the Ligt on this channel. So, what else have we got in today's news? Rabiot. A lot of you are asking me, what's the latest with Rabiot? Obviously, he's going on a free, isn't he? There's an offer on the table apparently today, according to the rumours, and that is Juventus. They are moving to secure him on a free. A lot of top clubs, as I said, started to pull out of the interest in him due to the high wage demands, but Juventus aren't put off by that, and according to today's reports, are trying to land him. So we'll see how that goes. Of course, stick around on the channel, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will keep you updated with all these players and where their movements are. Dybala, a lot of you would have seen that. I've put him on the thumbnail. Loads of messages today from everyone going absolutely mental, saying, Daz, we need to sign Dybala. Do you think he's going to end up coming to Liverpool? Firstly, I want to say I think that Dybala might just end up going. It's a difficult one. I don't know. Do I think he's going to come to Liverpool? Possibly not. All right. But would Liverpool be interested in such a big player? Possibly. This is what's happened today with him. Dybala has decided to leave Juventus this window. His brother and agent has been quoted as confirming that he's looking to leave the club. In the quotes it says, yes, there is a good chance he'll leave Juventus. Absolutely. He needs a change. I can't say where he'll go, but there is strong chance Dybala will leave. Of course, he's not happy there. Just bear in mind that the rumours that have been linking Liverpool with him for a while now, hasn't it? There's been so much. There was never anything in the way that I could see that was evidence. You know, this is a fresh quote that we're seeing, just saying that Dybala is probably looking for a move this summer. He's not happy there. There's a lot of references saying that with Ronaldo being there. I think Dybala wants to be the main man somewhere. Would he be the main man at Liverpool? No. So will he be looking to come to Liverpool? Probably not, in my honest opinion. So I hope that answers all of you that have been messaging me today over him. Yes, he's looking to move, but no, I'm not too sure that he will come, but I will keep you updated on that move. The Celta Vigo star Maxi Gomez. A lot of you have been messaging me over him saying what's the interest in him with Liverpool. I don't think there's much substance in that move. I saw a couple of things today saying Liverpool may have just called their interest on him. And of course, there must have been at some point Liverpool just keeping an eye on him. We've seen that with a few players, Liverpool scouting players. Obviously yesterday, for instance, on a live stream, I said we was in Lyon on Sunday scouting 3 of their players. And Fekir apparently wasn't one of them, but we'll talk about that in a minute. The latest with him is that West Ham and Tottenham Hotspur are looking at him. There's a 43 million release clause on him. However, there is a rumour that he could be purchased for around 21 million this summer. So do Liverpool reignite their interest there? Has the interest fully cooled over Maxi Gomez? I will keep you updated as always. I'm going to address the PSG interest in Bobby. Them rumours. I would say don't fear any rumours linking Bobby, Salah, Mane, our top players with moves away from the club this summer. I'm not anyone in the know, as I like to point out. I'm just a Liverpool fan like you, so I just take and spend a lot of time looking into all this. The man that kind of started these rumours is that David Ornstein, the one that said that Liverpool have got less than 20 million to spend this window. He doesn't know anything about Liverpool. Okay, I said it yesterday. He was talking rubbish. All right, so I think he's just trying to rub Liverpool fans up the wrong way. That's my overall look on it. Bobby, of course, a lot of top clubs will be interested in him. Same with all of Liverpool players. With the season we've just had, with another Champions League final to play this year, all of our top players, a lot of top clubs will want. So you're going to see these rumours. But as far as I'm concerned, just stay calm over it. If there was movement from a top player to another club, we're seeing rumours today over Mo Salah, Real Madrid. It's almost like Liverpool got another Champions League final to play, isn't it? Salah linked to Real Madrid again. But yeah, I'm not worried about the PSG links with Bobby at all. It stemmed from David Ornstein again. What else have we got in today's news? I'm going to reel them off. Like I said, try and get through it as quick as possible before I join you lot in the live chat. Thank you for joining me, everyone. A massive shout out to you. Hope you've all had a fantastic day. Liverpool will look at players in their early 20s this summer is something that I've seen today. Ajax's David Neres is one of them players. Bayern Munich's Bayer Leverkusen, Brandt is another. Those 2 players, as too is Nicolas Pepe, have all been assessed by Liverpool and also Bristol City's 20-year-old defender Lloyd Kelly. Those few names that I've just mentioned there apparently have all been assessed by Liverpool Football Club leading up to this summer transfer window. So we know a few of them names are being linked heavily. I think Lloyd Kelly's just starting to creep into the rumours today. A very talented player that a lot of people are suggesting that a lot of top teams, especially in the Premier League, are looking to try and sign. Spurs, Arsenal are 2 of them clubs, as well as Liverpool. It's looking at the backup, isn't it, for Robbo, situation like that. Are we looking for a backup? We'll have to wait and see on that. But one player out of those names that I'm starting to think that we should maybe keep an eye on, and for all of you, is David Neres. It looks like there's more and more rumours coming out to do with that. Is it all just rumours and fake? It could possibly be, but as far as what I'm seeing online, Liverpool have assessed those players and Neres is one of them. Nothing new on Pepe though, everyone. As far as I said yesterday, Pepe, the rumours are all linking in with United is the latest there. So I'll keep you updated. Another one to keep you updated on, of course, but keep an eye on Neres, everyone. That's just my personal opinion there. Liverpool look to hijack Chelsea's move for Xavier Mumbayamba, something along them lines. He's a 17-year-old, so it'd be for a youth setup. It looks like he's growing unsettled with the lack of Chelsea bringing him in, but Chelsea's got a ban as well, haven't they? So I don't know what the situation is there with them with the youth setup as well, but Liverpool, according to today's rumours, might be looking to sign him. I did say we've had some youth players already leaving the club this summer. There's more that may be following them on the way out, so I do see us adding to the youth setup, and maybe this Xavier Mumbayamba, if that's how I pronounce his name, is one of those lads that might just be coming in. Remember, he's 17 years old, so it doesn't look like he'd be coming in for a first team spot, everyone. Liverpool offer Origi a new contract. The reports in Belgium are claiming that Liverpool have offered Divock Origi a new contract, but we knew this was likely anyway. The lad has been sensational for us recently. Big goals from Big Divock. So we will just have to wait and see whether, one, Liverpool have officially done that. It's not official yet. It's just reports coming out of Belgium. And two, whether Origi wants to stay at Liverpool, because what we've got to remember is, does he really get in the first team over the front three? A lot of people are calling for him to start in the Champions League final. Does that happen over Bobby? I guess it kind of depends on Bobby's fitness as well, doesn't it, at the same time? But he's looking to get fit for that final. We shall see. I will keep you updated on Origi and the contract situation. Tottenham Hotspur open talks for Brandt. So that's the latest with him, according to the rumours today. But I said yesterday, didn't I? I did say that a lot of the reports yesterday were suggesting that Spurs have gone ahead in the race for Brandt. So we're going to have to wait and see on that one. A lot of you like the look of Brandt. I said for the fee that he's going for, his release clause, 21 million is what I'm seeing online. It's kind of around the halfway mark of what I think he would probably go for in today's market. Still very young, still got a high ceiling on him. Do Liverpool, are they really looking at Brandt? Are we looking at the other names that I've already mentioned in this stream so far? I'm not too sure yet, so it's one to keep an eye on for all of us as well. But the latest today is Spurs have open talks now. Zaha tells Crystal Palace that he wants to leave, but Palace really want to keep him. A lot of you have been mentioning Zaha on the channel, so I'm going to keep an eye on him. I'm not a fan of Zaha in the sense that I want to see him come to Liverpool. I think he's got talent, and I think under Jurgen Klopp, he would be a very good player, of course. But I just don't like the idea of him coming. But what I'm seeing is that they are slapping a price tag. There's a few variations of how much they want, but 80 million. 80 million for Zaha. He's not going anywhere for 80 million. That's how I feel over that, what I've seen today. Let me know your views on it, as always. If you're not watching it live, leave a comment down below if you're in a live stream. So how for 80 million? Liverpool aren't going to pay that. Are anyone going to pay that for him? Probably not. But they're just starting high, aren't they? And someone will meet him in the middle, maybe. We shall see. Liverpool scout Leon Trio, as I said in yesterday's stream. According to the updates today, though, Fekir was not one of them players. That was on Sunday, the scouts was at the Lyon game. And I did say that, obviously, the three players that we was looking at was Ndombele. I think I'm saying his name a bit better today. Aouar. I'm not too sure if I'm still pronouncing his name right. And Memphis Depay. But three very good players that a lot of you like the look of. Depay's probably the one that I'm saying I think we should keep an eye on the most out of them three, but I'm not too sure whether a lot of Liverpool fans would like him to come. It's interesting that they're saying that Liverpool wasn't scouting Fekir, because a lot of people are saying, well, that's it, he's definitely not coming. My look on Fekir is, why would Liverpool be scouting a player that we had done our research on him? We pretty much signed him and then it all collapsed in the last second, didn't we? So do we really need to know any more about Fekir? Probably not. So we're just doing our research on other players. Does that mean we're going to sign him this summer? No. Does that mean other clubs might sign him before we get a look in? Yeah, it could well be the case. But we're keeping an eye on them, and as we know, Liverpool's a top club and our scouts will be scouting a lot of players out there. So I'm going to keep you updated on them three players. But like I said, don't get disheartened. A lot of people messaging me today over the Fekir stuff that still want him. I just don't think we need to scout him any more than what we did. If that's going to happen, it will happen. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Who could go for Liverpool this window? There's interesting reports that's come out today from a few different sources, and a lot of people have messaged me over it because there's a shock name been thrown in there. So who could go for Liverpool this window? Simon Mignolet being one of them, and we are linked with a new goalkeeper today. A lot of us talking about backup for Alisson, but Simon Mignolet being one of them. We kind of said that would happen. Alberto Moreno, we know that will probably happen. Daniel Sturridge. Even though people are saying Daniel Sturridge is set to stay at Liverpool, there was a rumour. I don't believe that's true. I think he's probably going to go. Dejan Lovren is on the list as well. I did say he considers himself as one of the best defenders in the world. Does he stay at Liverpool? Is he happy with his game time? We don't know what his future is. Camacho as well is on the list. Very talented young player. Does he get near the first team? Not at the moment, does he? So I get that, and I kind of see that being the case with Wilson as well. Wilson's just had a fantastic season on loan. Does he want to stay at Liverpool? Does he want to maybe move and on a permanent and kickstart his career with someone else? We'll have to wait and see on Wilson. But Shaqiri being a shock name in there. Shaqiri's not long joined for Liverpool, and people are suggesting that Shaqiri may already want to move away from the club. He hasn't had as much game time as he probably would have wanted, but we've seen this over time. There's bedding in periods with Jurgen Klopp. Shaqiri was brought in for a small fee. Was he just a make-do until maybe this summer? And if Klopp does bring in a top name, if Fekir or whatever ended up happening, if we saw Aouar coming in, if we saw Pepe even, does that mean that Shaqiri then won't be happy and want to go? Did Klopp just bring him in for a little bit? Did they have a discussion over this? We don't know as it stands at the moment, but I think it would be a mistake to get rid of him just yet. We're talking about Adam Lallana and maybe him departing this summer. I don't want to see Shaqiri leave myself personally. He's one of the playmakers we've got there that can open up teams. I think we need to add to our playmakers, not get rid of them. So let me know your views on that, everyone. Speaking about goalkeepers, I did just say about John Henson. I did just say about Simon Mignolet maybe leaving the club. There's a Turkish goalkeeper that we've been linked with. I need to now scour my notes just quickly. Where did I put that? It's a young goalkeeper that is a Turkish international, and I can't find it. I can't find it at the moment, but we're linked with him basically, and it's very interesting. I don't think he's a big name. I can't see where he is here, so I'm going to move on anyway, and hopefully I will stumble across that as I read down through my notes. But it does look like Liverpool may be preparing for life without Simon Mignolet is the overall look on it, and I will stumble across that in a minute hopefully, or I might have just deleted it accidentally. Another thing that I've seen today is a lot of you lot on the live stream were saying Liverpool need to have a friendly surely before the Champions League final because it's a long time to go without game time. AZ Alkmaar rejects Liverpool's friendly request. Reports in the Netherlands claim Liverpool are looking to play a warm-up friendly before next month's Champions League final, but have seen that Alkmaar reject a request to face the Reds. So is that just a scheduling thing for them? Is it that, teams are even that scared of Liverpool? They don't even want to play a friendly against us. I'm not too sure, but hopefully Liverpool, obviously they're looking for a friendly, like we was all saying it would be good if they could. Hopefully they do find someone that is, one, brave enough to play against Liverpool, and two, it's going to be behind closed doors anyway, so who cares? Hopefully someone does step up and we get that friendly, as we said. Something else I've seen today for the updates is Van Dijk is the first outfield player since Martin Skrtel in the 10-11 season to play for the Reds in every single match of a Premier League campaign. That is an incredible feat. So we know how good he is anyway, but I saw it. You know what I'm like. I like little things like that. I'll throw it in just for you guys in case you didn't know about it. Liverpool's third kit season rumour of today. I'm going to bring it up on the screen. So let me know if you've seen it. There it is. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh. It's up there for you to see as I'm speaking. I really like it. I don't know whether it's legit at this point in time, but there's a few pictures of it, and I think it looks really smart. Let me know your views. If you're watching it back, you're not able to join live, leave a comment. Would you be happy if that's the third kit? Very smart. I really like the palette that they've used, the colour palettes. I like the kit so far, especially if that's one of them as well. So obviously I'll take that back down so you can see me while I'm talking. Hello again. Obviously we don't know. That's not confirmed that it is, but I like the look of it. Reds trio have been named in England's provisional squad. John Henson, Joe Gomez and Trent Alexander-Arnold have all been included in England's provisional 27-man squad for the Nations League final. Interestingly though, no call-up for the Ox. Obviously we know about the injury that he had. But Maddison and Wan-Bissaka as well. No call-ups for them as far as I can see online. So a lot of people have it's blown up on social media saying how come they didn't get called. So for those of you that don't really follow England, don't care, I get it. I don't really follow England too much, but it's good to see Liverpool players getting a call up to any national team. Hopefully the injury stat Beto, that's all I will say. But yeah, Maddison or Wan-Bissaka, two quality players that don't get a call up, so that's interesting. The Man City ban that we've been talking about over the Champions League could be concluded by the end of this week, so we'll have to keep an eye on that one. It's not really a Liverpool update, but I've been speaking about it, so those of you that are keeping a close eye on that because of what's been going on related to us and them recently, that could be concluded soon, everyone. A lot of questions that I've had about Griezmann over the last few days. Obviously, he's going to be leaving his club, Atletico Madrid, and a lot of people are saying that he's going to Barcelona. To me, honestly, I think he's going to Barcelona. I like the thought of maybe having Griezmann play for Liverpool, but I do think that it seems like he ends up at Barcelona. The one thing that I think is interesting, though, is from the 1st of July, I believe it is the 1st of July, his valuation of 200 million roughly will drop to 120 million because of a release clause that kicks in from then. It'd be available for 120 million. So I do believe whatever happens with Griezmann will happen very soon, because there's no way that Atletico Madrid are going to want him to sell for 120 million when they could get a lot more for him, possibly, by the looks of things. Barcelona also today have come out and said apparently that Coutinho is not on the market, and his agent insists as well that he doesn't want to leave Barcelona, but if 100 million does come in, then he would probably go. So for those of you that are following the Coutinho stuff because you may want him to come back to Liverpool, I don't. I think we should move forwards. But yeah, his agent wants him. His agent says that he wants to stay at Barcelona. Barcelona, interestingly, saying he's not on the market, even though it does look like there is 100 million valuation being put on him by Barca at the moment, doesn't it? There's also been a lot of messages from you lot about Koulibaly to me saying if we don't sign De Ligt, Daz, I don't think we need a centre-back anyway. If we're not going to get De Ligt, he's just who I want. If we're not going to sign him, I don't think we should go after someone like Koulibaly or whatever. But for those that have messaged me over it, Koulibaly, Napoli want 120 to 130 million for him. Man United are the main team that are being linked with him. I don't see any legit links to Liverpool at all. That's just my views on it. But 120 to 130 million for Koulibaly, I don't see the Reds paying that at all. Let me know your views on that. I know there's some Koulibaly fans there, but obviously those are today's updates. I've been reeling it off as fast as possible. For those that don't have the time, that can't watch a whole 1 hour to 2 hour live stream, I've done it earlier today because obviously my missus is at work late tonight. I've got my son, so I'm going to jump straight into the live chat now. Please leave a thumbs up. We've got 100 thumbs up target again. We did hit it again yesterday, so can we please try and hit that 100 likes for this video. What are you lot saying in live stream? Thank you for joining me. It's been a pleasure doing the updates as always. Elijah says don't want Coutinho back. I'm down with that one as well, my friend. Connor Niblett, good to see you in here as well today. Anybody else think Coutinho would go to PSG? I'm under that belief that if Coutinho's to go somewhere, it'd be PSG. Dybala's leaving Juventus, so maybe they might be in for Coutinho. That's where my head is at. I really don't see him coming back to Liverpool, everyone, but I know there are Liverpool fans that do want to take him back, especially if he was to apologise, is the gist of what I'm seeing online. Mr. Maxine, good to see you today, my friend. Liverpool is Pepe's #1 target to join, and LFC are looking into him apparently. Mr. Mac, you're spot on there that Liverpool have, as I've said, Liverpool have been keeping a keen eye on him from what I can tell from the rumours online. As I want to point out again for anyone who's just joined, if you're new to the channel, I'm not anyone in now. I'm a Liverpool supporter. I just spend a hell of a lot of time dissecting transfer rumours, okay? And I do my best to give you the updates daily, the best I can to help all of you out. Pepe is a good one to keep an eye on because it does look like he would favour a move to Liverpool, and Liverpool have shown interest in him. So I'm going to be updating you lot on Pepe as much as possible. The most recent things with Pepe though is Manchester United, from what I can tell. Last 2 days it's been all about Manchester United. The Liverpool stuff is just that we've looked into him basically. Michael's in as well. Good to see you today, Michael and DZB. Massive shout out to both of you. Alejandro, you too as well, my friend. We need depth. We have got the money. Hopefully we can win the Ultimate Champions League and get 50 to 70 million as well, and we will be able to get a big player or two, Daz. 100%, mate. 100%. I think we're looking to sign maybe 2 quality signings in the summer, and then I see maybe the youth setup being added to. That's my overall look on it. We've got the youth players going out. A few of them are leaving the club already, and I think there'd be more. You've got to look at the likes of Wilson, whether he stays. Kent, does he stay? Do they move on from the club? Liverpool will receive funds from them if they was to be sold, if they want a move. So yeah, I'm looking at it that we're going to have quite a bit of money to play with. If Klopp identifies a player, we'll be able to do it. I don't believe that Liverpool don't have the money to spend this summer. It's complete rubbish for me. Thank you, Dad, says Michael Dunn. You're very welcome, my friend. Father Nature as well says, yo, good to see you in here as well, Father. I saw you was in the live stream last night as well. Thank you to all of you that joined me last night that I didn't get around to reading your comments. I do try my best. I watched it back afterwards. I did see that Nigel was telling me that when I say Kirkby in Liverpool, they pronounce it Kirby. So as I said, I always watch my stream backs, always read all of your comments. So yeah, I do my best with pronunciations, everyone, but you know I'm not the best. I've got a bit of a speech impediment and I try. But these names of some of these players and places, it's ridiculous, isn't it? They tried to test me. Godfred says, yes, Godfred, how are you? Ram, Coutinho, you want Coutinho then, Ram? So Coutinho's latest is that Barcelona are saying he's not on the market. His agent says that he wants that Barcelona, but I do believe there's been 100 million price tag set on him, and if 100 million was to be given by a club, if they're interested in him, they want to stump up 100 million, he will leave there. Interesting that Phil Thompson, I believe it was, did say that he was kind of alluding to the fact that Liverpool might have a buyback clause in there. How much that would be, who knows? But as I said, my own views on Coutinho is I don't want him back at Liverpool with the way it all went down, and I think we've moved on, everyone. You doing call-ins today, Dazzler? Mr. Mac, I'm not today, my friend, because I haven't got too long, so I want to kind of interact as fast as I can with the live chat, answer as many questions as possible. If you've got questions about any players in today's transfer news or Liverpool in general, then please put it in a live chat and I will try and answer as many as possible. Tomorrow I'll be taking call-ins on a live stream tomorrow night, everyone. All right, it's just on the days when my missus is at work. We're so busy. I've got to look after my son as well, so I hope you understand that one. Wiz says, if we sign someone before June the 1st, can they come in the final? No. I think that's a no from me. I don't see Liverpool signing anyone like that, to be honest. You know, before the Champions League final, I see people saying that Liverpool are going to act fast, and if there's a player that we know is being linked with other top clubs as well, I don't personally think Liverpool will want to wait too long. But as I said, you've got the Champions League final. You won't want to unsettle the other lads that are going to be playing in it by signing top players that might just take their place in the team. So it's a difficult one, but I'm not too sure on the overall ruling of everything, but I just don't see top players coming in before the Champions League final yet, everyone. Gary says, great seeing you back streaming, Daz. You're Neville Clone. Thank you very much, Gary. Big shout out to you. Hope you're very well, my friend. It's really good to be back. Kieran says, yeah, watch Football Terrorist's latest video. So Kieran saying yes to that. Paul says Zaha has stated he's leaving Palace. Would you have him? Personally, it's a no from me. Paul, it's a no from me as well over Zaha, but yeah, he wants to leave them. I saw the rumours, as I said at the beginning of the live stream, that they want around 80 million for him. Obviously, they're putting a big price on him because they don't want him to go. a team won't pay 80 million for him, but it's just a way of getting as much money as you possibly can, isn't it? We've seen Liverpool do that over players in the past, but I don't see anyone paying that much for him. And I just don't really see Zaha ending up coming to Liverpool. I don't like the look of him, even though I think Klopp could turn him into a world beater probably, because Klopp can do that with anyone, can't he? And Wango says, I see Klopp signing players that we never heard of, and I believe so. It's Klopp's way. I would really like to see a couple of signings like how we saw Fabinho. As much as I love to dissect all the transfer rumours, I also really enjoyed Fabinho coming out of the blue. I think that would be nice to see this summer as well. And look how good Fabinho's been for Liverpool. Everyone knew that he was a good player, and those that didn't know of him did the usual, like I did. Even if you don't watch him week in, week out, you go on YouTube, don't you, when you see that we signed him or about to sign him, and it's like, right, their best skills and passes, assists, goals, whatever you do. It's always fun, isn't it, in the transfer window? James Milner, Daz, what about him? Elijah, good question there. I haven't seen anything to suggest that James Milner is planning on leaving this summer. A few of you have messaged me over that saying there's rumours that he's going to leave. I really haven't seen it. My overall look on James Milner is he wants to finish his career at Leeds, as Connor rightly said on that live stream the other day. So maybe he does just play the remainder of his contract out at Liverpool, which is 1 year, maybe. And then he goes on a free to Leeds. But other than that, there was talk that Milner might be offered a contract extension over this summer. So the same with Divock, the same with a couple of the other players in there. There may be talks that go on that hopefully we do secure. I want to see Milner stay at Liverpool for a couple of years. Yeah, I think we've still got a good couple of years that he could give us, to be honest. Adam says United official account just posted this on Twitter. The summer window is now officially open. It is indeed, Adam. I think hopefully I did say that at the beginning of the stream. It's officially open from midnight last night, basically. The transfer window is officially open. So silly season has begun. It started to happen for Liverpool weeks ago, didn't it? As I said, Dybala is one of the names that you lot are all messaging me over today, because his brother and the quotes that he's come out with saying that he's not happy there, he's probably going to leave there. Everyone's like, oh, because of all the rumours with Dybala in Liverpool, does that mean we're going to sign him? I don't think a player like him would want to come to Liverpool, because I think he's moaning about having big players come into Juventus. So is he going to be the main man at Liverpool? He wouldn't be, would he? I think he wants to go to someone that everyone's like, Dybala. Well, as Liverpool are like, Robertson, Van Dijk, Salah, Mane, Bobby. It's about the team, isn't it? It's not about one player. Dybala wants it to be about him, from what I can tell. So, yeah, but who knows? Liverpool, if we really like him, if Klopp likes him, he's not going to snub Liverpool because of how good we're doing in the world of football now. And it just would come down to money and whether he wants to be the main man, wouldn't it really? Liam's in the building. Good to see you, my friend. Agent Granby. He was messaging me earlier. What Liam's been doing, everyone, is he's actually been messaging Ligt on social media saying, come and join Liverpool, my friend. So Agent Granby is on the case. How many of you other Liverpool supporters actually do things like that? I think it's brilliant what Liverpool fans do. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of plane tracking going on this summer as well. Maybe over Ligt. Who knows? As I said, for those that have just joined, if you want to know the latest with Ligt, as I said, the Spanish reports are kind of backtracking today, because he did speak after, well, he spoke again last night, and he says, this is not the time to talk about my future. I don't know if I will go with De Jong to Barcelona. I still have to analyse things and see everything. We will see what happens. I cannot say anything. We'll see at the end of the summer. There is nothing yet. So as I always said, you've got to look for the quotes. I did say it after his last quotes, then all of a sudden in Spain it all come out. Barcelona have pretty much signed him. The deal's been done. The agent went and sat down with them. Those were the reports, and everyone was going, oh no, he signed for Barcelona. I said, wait for the next lot of quotes, and the next lot of quotes is saying nothing's been done. He's keeping his options open is when I'm breaking it down. And Belag did come out and say today as well, I was watching Blake talk about it, and he said Liverpool, Bayern Munich and PSG are all interested in De Ligt. So our name is still being spoke about when it comes to looking at him. Does that mean Liverpool are going to sign him? It doesn't, everyone. Does that mean Liverpool want a centre-back? It doesn't. But I will keep you updated on this channel. If you're new to the channel, if you have only just seen us for the first time, what I promise is I will keep you updated with all the transfers regarding Liverpool. Try and break down all the rubbish reports. For those of you that work a lot, you have school or whatever, I spend a lot of time doing it and I try and help you out the best I can. Matip is class, so says JR6. Matip is class. When I'm talking about De Ligt coming in, it's a dream to sign someone like him. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Joel Matip, to Gomez. I see a lot of comments on the live streams before saying it's disrespectful to them. I don't think it is. I think if you want to go places as a club, you want to take the next step, you want to win a Premier League title and stuff, then those players won't take it as a disrespect by saying that we want to go and sign top players to come in. It's only going to strengthen Liverpool. Gomez was fantastic at the beginning of the season. I hope the injuries stay at bay. I think he's one of the best centre-backs in the world moving forward if the injuries stay away. Lovren, we don't know what's going on with Lovren, whether he will stay or not. And Joel Matip has been incredible of recent times. He really has turned it round at Liverpool again. A lot of people saying he needs to go at one point, and now all of a sudden everyone's saying he's Van Dijk's partner for the Champions League final. So massive shout out to him. And I just think what you need 4 world-class centre-backs really, so that you can rotate throughout the season. It's a long year, guys. You don't just look at, right, these are your 2 world-class centre-backs that are going to play every single game all year. We need to be competing on all fronts next year for all the trophies in the Premier League, in the Champions League again. You need to have options there. And why not go out and sign an absolute world beater of a 19-year-old to be a part of that? I don't see how that can really be seen as a negative, to be honest. So hopefully that answers those people that are saying that I don't like Gomez or I don't like Matip. I do like them. I think they're brilliant players. I just would love to see De Ligt come in as well. Maybe I'm being greedy, but who isn't? Pepe wants Liverpool, mate, says Dan. Yes, hopefully. I'm keeping an eye on it, my friend. I'm keeping an eye on it. Willow says, new to your channel, but know a few reds here in the chat, subbed and liked. Thank you so much, Willow. Welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoy the content moving forward. I hope I can keep you updated as much as possible. But I like the fact you said you know a few reds that are here in the chat as well. So it's always good seeing the new people come in and hearing your views on Liverpool. I look forward to hearing yours, my friend. Your dream signing this summer. Danny, my dream signing is De Ligt. And then after that, I would like to see Timo Werner. I think when I'm looking at it, I think Timo Werner's a very legit one to watch this window. As I like to point out, I'm not anyone in the know, I'm just a Liverpool supporter. Timo Werner, Bayern Munich. What did I say yesterday? There's a situation there that Bayern Munich could end up signing Leroy Sané from Man City, which for the fee that they pay could end up meaning that we could end up getting Timo Werner and they might turn their attentions away from him. As the CEO of Leipzig said as well the other day, there's been no talks with Bayern Munich. So going off the quotes and going off the situation with Sané at City and with Bayern Munich, I think that we should really keep an eye on Timo Werner, and I think that Klopp would be an admirer of his. I think he would be a great addition to Liverpool. There's a lot that's gone into my thought process behind us really trying to keep an eye on him, and hopefully that he might end up coming. Go get Neres, says William as well. A player that I've said today, I'm seeing more and more about him being linked with Liverpool and Liverpool keeping a very close eye on him. So one that we should be looking at. The interesting thing is, a lot of us have said we would like to see Ziyech, but the latest with Ziyech is, personally for me, I think that Spurs might be looking at him as a replacement for Eriksen. Eriksen being linked with Real Madrid. So if he goes, I think that Ziyech is a young Christian Eriksen type player. So Mickey's in the building as well. Good to see Mickey here today. Connor and Mickey are both in. As always, if you lot don't know Mickey and Connor, they join me on some of the live streams talking about Liverpool. They're very informational. They help me update the Facebook group. If you want to ask them questions when they're not live on the streams, then always check out the On the Bench LFC Liverpool FC fans group on Facebook. Them two help update that, and it's a very good place for you to be able to ask them questions. They're very good at keeping up to date with Liverpool. Is there any more updates since when I commented earlier and last night? Jack, We've gone through a lot of updates today. It does kind of depend on what you're on about. If you've got any questions, then just put it there, mate, and I'll try and answer them for you the best I can. At the time that I'm doing this live stream, everyone that's watching it, if you're not watching it live and you're watching it back, it's just coming up 5 o'clock really. So if there's any more updates that come out to do with Liverpool today, and it's been after I've gone live, then of course I haven't been able to bring that to you on this one, but I will go over that into tomorrow's live stream, and I will try and update you guys on Twitter and Facebook the best I can for the evening. But don't forget, I've got my son tonight, so it's family time for me. I had to go a bit earlier today than what I normally like to do. Eriksen is only a year older than Ziyech, says LFC Aaron. Yeah, but do you get what I'm on about in the sense of the class? Like, I'm looking at Eriksen when Liverpool was linked with him, and it was like Liverpool should have gone and got him because of how good he ended up coming forwards. I'm seeing Ziyech's level his level is at the same as what Eriksen's was when Liverpool was linked with him years ago, and we never got him, did we? That's what I mean when I'm saying that, everyone. Who is the better player, Sane or Werner? LFC for life. I think it's hard to try and compare them two. I think they're different players. At the moment, we've seen Sane's class in the Premier League. We haven't seen what Werner can do in the Premier League. Hopefully, we get to see that for Liverpool, but we don't know, do we? So it's very difficult when you try and compare players in the world of football. It's that cliche, isn't it, of... Remember when everyone says who's better, Messi or Ronaldo? And when you say, well, if you look at Messi, he's played at Barca for years. You look at Ronaldo, he's done it in the Premier League. He's done it for his national team. So, you know, it's hard to compare players and who's better when they play in different leagues, because there's different teams you're up against, different class in players as well. The Bundesliga's quite similar to England, in my honest opinion, but it's hard. Scott says, hey mate, only just found your channel. Have to say, seem very well informed. Earned yourself a cheeky sub. Well, thank you very much, Scott. Massive shout out to you. Good to see you in here today, my friend. Hope you enjoy the updates moving forwards. I do try my best to be as informed with Liverpool as I can. I spend a lot of time trying to do it, and just to help you lot out, because I know everyone's not got a lot of time in the day. As I always said, for those that join the live streams, don't be put off by an hour, 2 hour live stream if you see one of my videos pop up. The updates will always be the first 5 to 10 minutes of the stream, so that those of you that only have a short amount of time can get your daily update fix regarding Liverpool. And then those that do join the live stream and listen to the chat and stuff, I'll bounce off them for the remainder of it. Most of the time as well, we get to take call-ins and listen to Liverpool fans talk about the updates. And yeah, you know, and as I always say, leave a comment. If you're not live, you're watching it back, leave a comment down below. I'll read all my comments. I do reply to as many as possible, and you know, a lot of Liverpool fans are watching it back at the same time, everyone, so they get to hear what you have to say as well on the updates. DZB says, hi Daz and Connor and the Redman. Hello DZB, I did see you earlier, I did shout you out, mate. Hope you're very well today. Obviously DZB's got a few days off, he did tell me the other day, so I hope you're enjoying them. Amranga says, De Bruyne is an LFC fan. Lol. Yeah, I always said I would have loved to have signed him, considering that as well. Matt says, Shia LaBeouf. I do look like Shia LaBeouf. I'm well aware of that, Matt. Jack says, if not De Ligt, why not maybe... I can't say his name, but I know you're on about, from Leipzig, or like Issa Diop. They may not be world class, but they still are bigger prospects than like Matip and Lovren. How many people agree with Jack there on that? I don't know, my friend. I think for me, if we don't sign De Ligt, I don't see us going after another centre-back. I think if we're looking at defenders and we're not trying to get centre-back, it'd be a left-back backup for Robbo, maybe, for me. When LFC is heading to Marbella, so Rajesh, LFC, Klopp gave them 5 days off before they go on the 20th, I believe, for 10 days warm weather training in Marbella. So they had the 5-day break, spend it with their family, bit of downtime, bit of chill time. Hopefully Robbo's calf will be a bit better as well, and then they go again leading up to the Champions League final. So I hope that helps you guys that was waiting to know about that as well. Lovren's the last of Brendan's buys, says Red Hulk. Was Lovren the last of Brendan's buys? I don't know, really. I don't know off the top of my head. Interesting. I haven't got anything in front of me to do with that, but obviously Brendan Rodgers was talking about Origi and saying when they signed him how good he is. He said about that the other day, and he knew he had the class, and now it's good to see him starting to show it. So, you know, I did think, though, after reading that, if any of you did see Brendan Rodgers' comments, and I did bring it up on a live stream, did you not think that maybe Brendan was trying to get into Origi's head a little bit for the summer, trying to poach him from Liverpool? Just something to ponder there, everyone. Apparently, we met Pepe's representative, says Houssem. Hussein, I haven't seen that myself, my friend. I've seen a lot of the rumours online, and the ones that I think are rubbish, I just kind of ignore. So I haven't seen anything that with evidence to suggest that Liverpool have met Pepe's representatives. The latest with Pepe, of all the rumours that's going on, there's a lot to do with him and Manchester United, but from what people are saying, Pepe does favour a move to Liverpool, and Liverpool are keeping a close eye on him as well. So it looks like we're interested in him. The fee sounds good for Pepe. Very talented player. I would take him personally. And like I said, I'll keep you all updated with him as well. Jay says Mignolet. Mignolet does look like he may possibly be leaving this summer. We knew that anyway. But Liverpool are linked with that Turkish goalkeeper. It's really bugging me because I've lost the notes on him. I don't think he's a big name. But it's just as a backup goalkeeper. It's going to bug me. So I'm going to have to try and find this for you lot that's in the live stream. Because that is going to bug me that I haven't been able to say it right. Omar Kirkik. I can't pronounce his name anyway, so there you go, it doesn't matter anyway. But a very young goalkeeper as well. Looks like he could be a good addition. Looks like a lot of teams might be looking at him, so we'll have to keep an eye on that one. Does that mean that Simon Mignolet has gone back to Klopp and said, I want to move in the summer, boss? It could well be the case. LFC Tim says, hi Daz, hello to you Tim, my friend. Hope you're very well today. Hope you've all had a good day. Thank you for joining me. The like target for this stream is 100. Can we please hit that? You're all brilliant for doing it on the other streams, but if we can do that, then I would really appreciate that. Will Shaqiri be here next season, says LFC Aaron. I did say it on the updates at the beginning of the stream. It's interesting that Shaqiri is now being added to the list of possible outgoings this summer. We've only just really signed him. I don't want to see Shaqiri leave. I think we're very short on midfielders that are the playmaker-esque type. We've got really hard workers that can do the box-to-box role brilliantly. But I think we need to add to the playmakers, not sell them. And Shaqiri falls into that bracket for me. So, yeah, today there have been a few murmurs that Shaqiri might just be on the list that leaves. Has he gone to Klopp and said, I want to leave in the summer? Did Klopp and him just have kind of this agreement that he will come in just for a little bit, maybe? I really don't know what to tell you over it at the moment. There's no evidence as far as we are today to suggest that Shaqiri is pushing for a move this summer. But it's one that I'm going to keep an eye on and update you lot on. Jay says, glad you're back. Anyway, Daz, I have to go in a sec. You were gone for too long. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for joining me today. Obviously, enjoy the rest of your day when you go. 6 months, wasn't it? It was a little while off, but I'm back now, everyone. It was just a few health things that kept me away, longer than what I was hoping, but I'm back. The updates are here, everything Liverpool related, and we carry on. We carry on as we was before. Avin says, hi, Daz. Who do you think we will sign this season? Very good question, my friend. Welcome to the live stream. So, the ones that I'm really looking at, that I think, as a Liverpool supporter, not anyone in the know, is Timo Werner. I really want Ligt, but Barca are favourites, in my opinion, to sign him, even though the latest quotes with Ligt is that nothing's been agreed. So the Spanish reports are rubbish over that. So Timo Werner's a big name for me. I've said I would keep an eye on Pepe. Liverpool scouts were in Lyon on Sunday. They were keeping an eye on Pepe, Aouar and Ndombele. So, yeah, I don't know whether we do go after many players this transfer. I think there'd be a couple of maybe big names and then add to the youth setup maybe. That's what I think we might be looking at with our plans. But yeah, Werner for me, everyone, is the main one when it comes to a striker. And I would like to see a playmaker come in. Is Pepe that? Probably not. Pepe, I think with all the rumours that we've seen, over the last couple of weeks. I think it's definitely one that we should be keeping a keen eye on as well. But as always, let me know your views on that, everyone. Jordan says Trent is great. He is my friend. I think he's going to be even better next year. He's still young. He's still got so much room for improvement. I think the main area that people are saying he needs to improve is defensively, but I think he still does a great job for us. People talk about he's not as good as Gomez defensively, but there's been big games that he's played in, and he's done an absolute job on top players that have come against him. Jacko says, what do you think of Nicolas Pepe joining? I think it's one that we need to keep an eye on, my friend. Really like the look of him. And yeah, but the most recent rumours to do with Pepe are United, as it stands, is what I'm seeing. But yeah, he wants Liverpool, apparently he favours the move. So do Liverpool go for Pepe this window? It'd be very good to see if we do. Jack says rotation for the wings with pace, and considering the good first season he has in London for West Ham. Oh, Jack's talking about Jack Andrews, must have said another name there. I know it's really unrealistic, and most would say not, but Felipe Anderson. Yes, I get exactly what you was talking about there. You're not the first to say it. Someone mentioned about him the other day, and I did say it. I know FIFA fans, because of his updates on Ultimate Team, would want him, but for me, I don't know. I think his quality under Klopp would probably be amazing, but I don't think he's one in my head that I'm looking at. I think I would maybe look at Pepe, maybe look at even Werner to play as a rotation for the front three. He can play them roles, can't he? Out of City Cops in here. Good to see you today, my friend. I hope you've been very well. He says, keep going, Daz. You're smashing it, bro. You're never all alone. Thank you so much, mate. Really good to see Out of City in here. Absolute legend. Neves for creative mid. Neves, another name that I said maybe we should keep an eye on, but at the same time I did say be very cautious over those rumours that we saw the last 48 hours. A lot of people was going off rumours Liverpool are going for Neves, and I said it was Stan Collymore words that sparked those rumours, where he actually turned around and said Klopp should go for him, and it turned from Stan Collymore saying Klopp should go for Neves to actually Liverpool are going to sign Neves, or we are going for him. So I'm just keeping an eye on Neves as well. Mickey's keeping an eye on Neves for me. He's a big fan of his, that he's saying he thinks we're going to sign him this summer. Red says Zaha or Werner would do a job. So Red, you're obviously a fan of Zaha from what I can make from your comments in the live stream. And Werner, like I said, Werner is one of my favourites to come in this summer. Connor says, Mickey, you are correct. Min Wookchar says, hi, I hope I pronounced your name correct, my friend. Welcome to the live stream. Big shout out to you. Gary says, Ousmane Dembele was with I Look at Dortmund. You could say he was his minder, Dazza. Oh, Dembele, yes. So, Gary, would you like to see Dembele come in? A few people are starting to say his name. I don't know whether Dembele does end up coming to Liverpool, but we know that he's got talent. Godfrey says, what do you think of Daniel James from Swansea? God, I don't know. There's not names that... It's not on my list of players that I want to see come in. I've got my list of players that I'm kind of focused on. And around that, there's good players out there that a lot of you are bringing up, but the ones that I want to see coming, I think I'm kind of saying about. Gary says, Out of City Cop, where did you go? Liam says, what's people's thought on Zaha? Do you want him or no? I think a lot of people don't really want Zaha at Liverpool, but I think we're all under the agreement he's got talent and would be a good player under Jurgen Klopp. Virgil LFC says, Daz, thoughts on Pepe rumours? At this point in time, as I keep saying, I would keep an eye on it, but Manchester United, the latest rumours that are kind of stirring the pot a little bit, they want him as well. I think he would prefer to come to Liverpool. Who would want to go to Manchester United over Liverpool at the moment? Nobody. Unless obviously they offered more money or something silly, or they was worried about their lack of game time. Because what you've got to look at with Liverpool, especially attacking players, is does anyone getting over that front three at the moment? One of the options is if you're bringing in a striker, then you could always drop Bobby into more of a playmaking role in Liverpool and play a striker ahead of him, or maybe Mane or Salah as a striker and bring in one of those wingers we're talking about, and that is where I can see that maybe Liverpool do it, because Bobby would bring you flair in midfield. He's played the midfield role before, and defensively as well, you would say that Bobby would be an absolute beast in midfield for us, because that's what he gives us in that front line, isn't it? The way he presses, the way he wins the ball back. It is an option when we're going into the transfer window. United buying players from Swansea, says Jacko. They're trying to do what Liverpool doing. Everyone is basing themselves off Liverpool, aren't they? The Robbo type signing. Andre Herrera, with some of his final words before he leaves Manchester United, is we need to emulate Liverpool. Manchester United need to emulate what Liverpool have done. And he basically said, the fans need to give him time, what Liverpool fans did. So I thought that was absolutely hilarious that before he leaves them, one last little dig is you need to be like Liverpool and their fans. Mickey says Pepe to United was started by a Man United website, so not so true. I think I've seen quite a lot of rumours though, Mickey, that does suggest to me that, as I always say, there's no smoke without fire. You've got to be, when you're looking at rumours, the one thing I always say for anyone that's new is look for quotations. There's not any quotations linking Pepe with Manchester United, but then you've got to look at the Pepe links with Liverpool as well. There's nothing recently with evidence really backing it up too much. Same with Manchester United. You always look for the evidence, you look for the quotations, and also you've got to look at how many big sources are saying the same thing. If it's different wording and stuff, but it's along the same lines, you can also say, okay, it looks legit, but I guess that is my job to bring you what I think is legit, and then it's down to you whether you believe those rumours, whether you go off what I say. As I said, I'm not anyone in the know, I'm just a Liverpool supporter with time to dig into it for you and to break them rumours down. Minwook says we need a statue of him if we win the Champions League. Are you talking about Divock? Divock stay? Hell yeah, yes. I knew you was talking about Origi before I even saw that you said his name. So many people want a statue of Origi, don't they? Godfrey says no, Origi will stay. United, oh dear, says LFC team. Jordan says Daz, should Divock leave? No, that is what sparked you lot talking about Origi there then. 84 likes on the stream, says Easy Scotty. Good to see you, Scotty, my friend. Yeah, 84 likes. Can we please hit the 100 like target for this one? If we could do that, it would be muchly appreciated. It does help the channel. It brings more Liverpool supporters in and their views as well, so that we can discuss them. And Wango says yes, LFC will be top next year. Hopefully we will be. I don't see the top two changing. Hopefully Liverpool are top, but I don't see the other teams being able to catch Liverpool and City next year. I think it's too soon with a points gap. We did amazing to close the points gap, but we were so unlucky last year, wasn't we? We had a lot of bad luck and we were showing a lot of signs that we could catch City, but it just didn't quite happen. And then this year, 1 point is ridiculous to be that close to them, and next year we're hopefully going over the line. The key to Liverpool overdoing City next year is keep our best players, which I think we're going to do, and add a couple of quality to it. A playmaker, someone that can really change the game up. Maybe a plan B striker for me is what I said, could help, but Origi could do that. So maybe someone to rotate the front three, that would be very nice. And a lot of you are going off maybe a left back cover, even though, as I said, you've got James Milner that hopefully will stay after the summer and can cover that role as well as right back anywhere. James Milner can cover anywhere. And I did say as well, don't forget, Gomez can play left back for Liverpool, and considering how good he was next to Virgil, playing at left back next to Van Dijk might actually be quite a good role going forwards to get him into the starting 11, to give him some game time. If Joel Matip stays in next to Van Dijk because of how good he's been, we shall see where Klopp's head is at with that one. But yeah, left back may be added, and I see Liverpool going again next year, getting up there, getting the points, overdoing City hopefully is the dream, isn't it? It's the goal. And do we make the Champions League final again next year? I look at us as one of the best teams in Europe. We've made 2 Champions League finals in a row. Can we make it 3 next year? Yeah, go and win this Champions League this year. Why not? Why not? Anyone that doesn't think that Liverpool can, do what we did this year. I've seen other fans saying Liverpool won't be up there again next year. I think that's ridiculous to say. We're only moving forwards. As Jurgen Klopp said, this is the first step. This is the beginning. So, yeah. Liam says, I bring in Houssem from Burnley as backup keeper. I think that's a really good shout. I think there's a few keepers. I said Pope for me would be a good backup as well, but obviously we're linked with a Turkish goalkeeper today. Daz, if we get Ligt comes in, which centre-back would you sell? I mean, we will have 5 centre-backs. For me, I don't know whether it would be our choice on what centre-back to sell. I think it would come down to does Lovren pipe up and say, I'm not happy with my game time, boss, I'm looking for a move? As I said, he does rate himself as one of the best centre-backs in the world, so maybe he will want to move from the club this summer if we were to bring in another centre-back. But we don't know, do we? We don't know if we are going for a centre-back. We don't know if we are going for Ligt. We're being linked with him. Our name's in the pot. Belag said today, Liverpool, Bayern Munich, PSG are also in for Ligt. We're also interested. And the latest is from what Ligt said, his own words, is nothing has been agreed yet. He's not going to speak on his future. We'll have to wait until the end of the transfer window. So, he's keeping his options open. So there's obviously a few clubs that are down for Ligt that has got him second guessing whether he goes to Barcelona. So Liverpool are going to be one of them clubs. 19 years old. Yes, he will cost a lot, but who's not going to want to sign him? Who's not going to want to sign him? What a player he is. Lovren to join Bayern or Barca, says LFC Tim with smiley faces, like laughing faces. Yeah, Lovren to Barcelona if they don't sign Ligt. Can you imagine? Who knows? Don't think we will see any transfers till after the Champions League final. Virgil, I'm down with that one. I think that could be the case. The only way I see Liverpool making some big signings before the Champions League final is if our hand is forced. If we're in for a player, but there's another top team in for a player, like Ligt, for instance. If we're generally going for Ligt and I keep wanting to say Bayern Munich. If Barcelona, all of a sudden we hear that they're close to signing him, if we don't get in there before the Champions League final, then that could obviously sway it and Liverpool might have to go, right, we have to sign him. Do they say, can we just keep the announcement until after the Champions League final? That's possible as well, but we'll have to see. Minwook says 94 likes. Come on, guys, 6 more. Yeah, please. We're so close. Thank you for the update there. We're so close to 100. Let's do it. You Liverpool supporters are the best. You can do it. He's world class. Not, says Ashish. Are you talking about Lovren there? Angus says, do you think we will sign at least one top player, Daz? I do. I believe we will, Angus. I think 1 or maybe 2. We're not going to go out and sign 5 world-class players this summer. I don't think Liverpool need it as much as we would be greedy and say, of course, we would love that. I think Liverpool need 1, maybe 2 top players to come in to add what we've got. We've got Ox coming back from this injury that he had this year. He'll be back. He'll be like a new signing next year. Hopefully he can kickstart his career at Liverpool again next year. And I think Naby Keita, we're yet to see the best of him. I really rated him before he came to Liverpool. I think he showed murmurs of what he could do as well. So next year, I think Naby Keita is going to be a big player for us, hopefully. And all the players that we've got, they're going to be another year experience, another year of playing with each other, so they're going to be even better. So 1, 2 top players coming for Liverpool, and then I think what we see is the youth setup being added to. A few youth players have already left, and we're at risk of losing Bobby Duncan. From the sounds of it, he's looking at his future and saying, is there really a way into the first team? He's a quality youngster that I don't want to lose, but there was a rumour yesterday that he might be willing to go abroad. So we'll have to keep an eye on that one as well. Jack says David Neres, one that I'm keeping an eye on, my friend. There's a lot more rumours starting to come out about Liverpool and Neres, but he's a very good player, isn't he? Very good. I think we're going to see a lot of these players being linked a lot. It's the same with the Ligt stuff. What did I say the other day on the stream? You saw Ligt speak, and then the next day the Spanish report saying Barcelona had signed him. And I said, this is going to twist and turn until he signs for someone or until he comes out and says it. One day it'll be Barcelona, next day it'll be Liverpool, then it might be Bayern Munich, then it'll be Barcelona again, then it'll be Liverpool. Social media and papers and stuff, they want to sell, they want to get clicks. I'm involved in that. What we do is we look at what is the hot topics and we try and talk about it. And that is all they're doing. But what I've always promised everyone as subscribers on this channel is I will tell you if I think something is rubbish. Mbappe rumours yesterday, total rubbish. The Neves links to Liverpool, that stemmed from Stan Collymore. As much as I would love to sign these players, I will tell you if I think they're rubbish, and I will tell you if I think legitimately Liverpool are going after someone. So I don't do what some do, and I'm not talking about YouTube accounts. I don't know what they do, but some papers will tell you it's a done deal to buy to Barcelona. It's a done deal to Liverpool. It's not. I was burnt with the Fekir stuff. I followed Fekir for a long time, and basically it was said, all the top journalists that I was following were saying it's a done deal. We saw that he was in a Liverpool top, done his interview, and then for whatever reason it collapsed in the last second, didn't it? So that scarred me, but other than that, I think I've done pretty well with transfers over the years on the channel. So hopefully we do all right, everyone. But as I said, I'm not anyone in the know, everyone. I'm just a Liverpool supporter, so don't take everything as gospel with me. I can only give you my opinions on what I see. Daz, nice to see you again. Long time no see. I really miss you and don't like Becca now. Liam, thank you so much for joining. Good to see you in here as well. You don't like Becca now? What? You don't like Alisson? That's very interesting. If that is what you're on about. I love Alisson, my friend. Absolutely love him. I think what a player we signed there. Absolute gem of a signing. I know we paid for him, but what a goalkeeper. He's definitely got some points on the table for us this year and got to the Champions League final in some games, hasn't he, with the saves he's pulled off. João Felix says Liverpool forever. Look, I don't think Felix is one that Liverpool go for. Very expensive player, very talented, heavily linked with United and a couple of other top teams as well. But from what I've seen online, the rumours and stuff, I've not seen anything in the way of evidence to suggest Liverpool are moving for him. But yeah, I think if you're looking at those sort of players, I think Pepe, Timo Werner, maybe even Pepe, as I said, are the ones that I'm keeping a close eye on that I think are very possible that Liverpool sign. They're top players that could come in and make us really good. Not that we really need to improve too much, but to take us to the next step, they would add to the squad depth for definite and help with rotation. I think they take us to the next step and they wouldn't cost over the top, would they, them sort of players. LFC Tim says 21 clean sheets. Adam says don't like Becca, just spat out my brew, says Adam. Yeah, incredible. You know, as I always say, not everyone are fans of players. Some people love players, some people don't. I don't like Koulibaly, as I said yesterday, and people really highly rate him. And as I said today, Napoli want 120, 130 million for him. And I'm like, that's crazy. Look, he's a good defender, but I'm just not a fan. But to Alisson Becker, I'm in love with him. I think we've done so good to bring him in. And I think we're yet to see the best of him. Towards the end of the season, he really took it up a notch, didn't he? His positional awareness was the best I think I've ever seen in my time of watching Liverpool goalkeepers. Has Karius been paid yet? I think Antwango said. What from his club? I really don't know what happened there. That was really weird, wasn't it? Like, there was a lot that come out that he hadn't been paid and he wasn't happy there. So I don't know. That's incredible that a professional football team are not paying their players. Liverpool Football Club, best keeper in the Premier. His saves are incredible. Are Barcelona still waiting for the corner? Says Antwango. Yeah, it's like that meme, isn't it? A few moments later. Oh, incredible scenes from Trent and Divock with that corner. One of the best corners I've ever seen in my life. Didn't Klopp say he would never sign a player for 100 mil? With the way the transfer market is going, whether Klopp might have said a few years ago, I'll never sign a player for 100 million, whether Klopp's ideal signings are 20 million players, you have to adjust and go with how the transfer market's going. And what we've seen over the last few years is that the goalkeepers' prices have gone mad. They've gone through the roof. Defenders, what we're paying for centre-backs now. You wouldn't have ever have heard of that years ago. That was what you was paying for strikers and those that get you the goals, the flair players, the best players in the world. Now we're talking about centre-backs and goalkeepers going for fees the same as what we was talking about them years ago. And I think the way it's going, it's only going to get more expensive as well. The transfer fees are ridiculous. If you wanted to sign Mbappe, for instance, how much are you talking you would have to pay to sign that player now with his age and the ability that he's got? Mo Salah. The rumours to Madrid are ridiculous again, by the way, everyone. I said it at the beginning. Don't listen to it. Don't listen to the Bobby to PSG stuff. Rubbish, in my honest views. But yeah, those sort of players are going to go for stupid fees. So the transfer market's only going to keep going up every year because it's not all of a sudden going to go down, isn't it? Is it? And the more money that gets pumped into football in revenue sense, i.e. TV rights and whatever else, it's just going to keep going up. So can Jurgen Klopp honestly from a couple of years ago turn around and say, I'll never spend 100 million on a player? He might spend 100 million on, a youth player in 10 years time. You just don't know. You don't know. The fees are ridiculous considering how much money you pay and put a price on a human being's head or on their feet is incredible considering how much, if you look around the world and people struggle for money, it's crazy. Keep Harry Wilson, says William Pete. I would love to keep Harry Wilson, mate, personally. I think he's a fantastic player. My only concern with Harry Wilson is he won't want to stay at Liverpool. He probably won't see a future at us. Will he see him getting into the first team? And with the season he's just had, a lot of clubs are going to be going to his agent and saying, is there any chance we can sign him? He could come into the Premier League and play first team football for someone. So yeah, it's just my concern with Wilson is maybe this summer we might lose him. Tonic says the context in which Klopp said the 100 million thing is that he doesn't like the one-man Galactico team concept. Yeah, exactly. And if you're looking at all the players could be worth 100 million plus within two years' time, that's what we're talking about, isn't it? Leo says, Daz, I love Becker. I was meant to say you don't look like Becker anymore. Oh. Yes. No, I don't. The beard's gone. The beard's gone. It's more short stubble, you know. Better for my missus to kiss, apparently. But yes, the beard's gone, so I don't look like Alisson too much anymore. I still look like Shia LaBeouf. People still say I look like Lionel Messi as well. And I think Adam Lallana's even cropped up again as well. So they're like, people do like to still say I look like people. David says, Nathan Ake. Yes, I did say I'm a fan of his. I think he's a good player. Under Jurgen Klopp would be good. Do Liverpool bring in Ake when we've got Gomez, Lovren at the club and, you know, Matip? No, probably not. Probably not. But very, very good player though. I like him personally. Harry Wilson just needs a buyback clause if we sell, says Bang. Yes, I fully agree with that one. A few of us was talking today. Obviously, a lot of you guys messaged me throughout the day. And a few people said to me, Daz, if Wilson goes, do you agree? Buyback clause? Yes, 100%. It completely makes sense, doesn't it? You've got to do that with your best young talents. If they want to leave, put a buyback clause in there. He doesn't look like Messi anymore, and that's a good thing. Lol, says Antwango. I'm glad that I don't look like Messi anymore, as much as he's still, in my opinion, probably the best player in the world. Yeah, I don't really want to look like him. Alejandro says, I like Ake, he's still young and has mistakes in him, but he's a big prospect, of course. Ake is too short though, says Christopher. So Ake says he's a bit too short. What you doing for the Ultimate Champions League final? So annoyed, it's in the middle of exams. We'll have to watch it at home. Went to Anfield last year. I was at Anfield last year watching the screening for the Champions League final. What an atmosphere that was, considering the game wasn't even there. Loved it. I wanted to go to the screening at Anfield again this year, but I've decided, because the screening's not on at Anfield, I am now going to stay here and I'm going to do content for the channel. So I'm going to be doing a watch along while the game's on live. BT are doing what they did last year again. There is going to be a YouTube stream where you can watch a game for those that want to know that. You will be able to watch it live on YouTube as well. But I hope that some of you do consider joining me or have my stream up at the same time maybe, so that you can hear my views, get my reactions at the same time. Obviously, you know what I'm like. When we score, I go mental. I can't help it. I think in the last watch along, I grabbed my son's Spider-Man mask that was in the background, was celebrating with that on. I'm a bit spare at a moment like that, aren't I? Heat at the moment, should we say. But yeah, there'll be a watch along for it. I'm staying here now, providing content for you. Like the match build-up shows will be coming. Don't worry. Obviously, every day at the moment we do the live updates regarding Liverpool and transfer updates. I'm keeping you up to date with all that, but we've got lined up on this channel, we've got the match build-up shows for the Champions League final. I want to do a show as well where we all talk about how good Liverpool season's just been, who's your favourite player for the year, like who was the best, all that sort of stuff. We have got them lined up ready for you lot, where I'll be getting the likes of Mickey and Connor on. We'll be taking fan call-ins from you lot. So if it's something that you want to do, don't forget, all you need is Skype for the call-ins. It's free for you to call into the show because we use Skype, and you've just got to add All In Smalls on the Bench LFC, and you will be able to do that. So I'm really looking forward to actually talking about Liverpool season, talking about Champions League final over the next couple of weeks. We're going to do that, but for the last few days, transfer window was opening. It's open now, so every day I will be doing like an update show, just to keep you guys updated. But don't worry, we've got a lot of other stuff planned as well. And for next season, I've got big plans, as we did have before, for the channel and the content that we want to do. I'm looking into trying to get fan reactions from outside the Liverpool games as well. I'm just I'm talking to people and trying to get someone that actually does go to Liverpool games, that's willing to work with me to be able to do that and see whether we can get that. Live reactions from outside the games would be brilliant as well. Minwook says it won't let me post a link but search it. I know that links can't be posted in the live chat, everyone, so just bear that in mind. Smile says Dazzy the Great, do you think we need to sign at least one player like Milner to clinch a league? Smile, that's very good. I did watch a live stream back yesterday, as I always say, and I saw a couple of you saying about Milner. Do we need a player like Milner to come in this window? Someone that is very versatile, I think, is a gist of what I take from it. Yeah, I think Klopp's signings he likes to go for someone that can play more than one position, hard-working, and got the right mentality to be a Liverpool player. So I think the sort of players that will come in will be similar to Milner. If you're referring to the age and the experience, then maybe yes, maybe we could do with another experienced player in the team. But what you've got to look at the same time is our lads will be another year more experienced. We did the long run in the Premier League, 2 Champions Leagues finals under their belts as well. So you don't always these days have to be too old to have the experience, do you? Especially say we win the Champions League, you then say these boys are now winners. They know what it takes to win something as well. Klopp will surprise us all, says Stephen Richards. I think he will, Stephen. I think he will. Thomas B, yes, on YouTube. Daz, you seen my breaking news? Mickey, what's your breaking news, my friend? Put it in a live stream for everyone to say about. Let me just see, because Mickey might have actually messaged me. I haven't got the message from Mickey though. I want to point out as well, I know a lot of you message me throughout the day. I do try to reply to a lot of you as I can, but it's so hard now. I think over the last couple of days, I've replied to nearly 1,000 messages over the last 2 days. It's incredible. So thank you so much to all of you that are messaging me on Twitter, on Facebook, and on YouTube. But it's getting so much that it's hard for me to try and reply to everyone. I do my best. I do read as many comments as I can as well, especially on the YouTube channel. If there's something that you really want to say, leave it on the YouTube streams afterwards in the comment section, because I will always make sure I read through all of them. Neres says, Faisal, Neres is, the links are there, my friend. I'm keeping an eye on him for sure. Nothing in the form of evidence at the moment suggests that Liverpool are in talks with him just yet, but the rumours are growing in momentum. As did I say the Timo Werner one. I said it yesterday. Timo Werner's, that's over the last 2 weeks. Liverpool's interest has intensified apparently. So, but it's all at the rumour stage at the moment. We're in the rumour mill. It's just trying to dissect the names that aren't legit to come to Liverpool and the ones that we think are. Brandt looks like he's going to Dortmund if he leaves, Daz, says Thomas B. Today, the latest with Julian Brandt is that Spurs have began talks with him. But Dortmund were favourites for him the other day, from what I saw, and Liverpool also in there as well. I still think with Brandt, there's too many names involved in the pot to really say who he's going to just yet. But he's a man that a lot of clubs want. So I'm keeping you updated over Brandt every day. Pepe, Neves is on the list now. Neves, like I said, I'm not really following. I am following Neves, but I'm not really going off the latest rumours with him. Timo Werner's a big one that we're following. Ligt we're following as well, that I'll be keeping you lot updated on. The latest with Ligt is obviously his latest quotes, and that he said he hasn't agreed anything with Barcelona. He doesn't know whether he'll be following his teammate there or not. So yeah, he's keeping his options open. And I did say, don't forget those Spanish reports that come out saying that Barcelona had agreed a deal with him. I said, don't believe it too much, because there was no evidence. LFC Tim says, Conor Niblett, I think I hate Man City more than Man U now. God, how many other people agree with that one? I don't think I could ever dislike a club more than I dislike Manchester United. Don't get me wrong, I don't like what Man City have done recently, but there's from the moment I started supporting Liverpool from a young age, my dad obviously got me into Liverpool. My family taught me about Liverpool when I was very young. It was taught to me, Manchester United are our bitter rivals. And growing up, I hated losing against Manchester United. Couldn't stand seeing them win. And it's just embedded into me. It's part of my soul as a Liverpool supporter that they are the club that I dislike the most. Don't get me wrong, I know there's some Manchester United fans that do subscribe to this channel. They enjoy talking about what's going on with Liverpool and they enjoy hearing my views on it. I don't mind that. Not all their fans are horrible people. All clubs have decent decent fans. We know that by now. It's just, I never like to see Manchester United do well. Man City, I had respect for their team with what they achieved over the last couple of years. I lost that respect for their team with what we saw, their antics chanting the LA song on the plane. As I said, I know they're not getting any action taken against them, but I think their players should donate to the Sean Cox Fund at the very least. Peter says Man United should be the most disliked because they have 20 titles and are a club we need to overtake. 100% Peter, 100%. They like to rub it in our face, don't they, about that one. Hopefully over the next couple of years we can do the same back to them. Yeah, that info come from Brandt from Sky Sports Germany at 1707. Thank you so much. Obviously, like I said, today's updates, I'm going to have to end the stream very shortly, but today's updates are round off at the beginning of the stream. So if you did miss your updates on the show, if you've just joined, all of today's transfer rumours and stuff, there is an option where on the screen you can pull it back to the beginning of the stream and make sure to go over that as well. But thank you so much to everyone that's joined. The target for today's live stream is 100 likes. I don't know whether we've done that, but if we can hit that one, I'll be very happy. It does help the channel and I really appreciate all of you. Thank you to everyone that did join live. If you wasn't watching it live and you watch it back on a replay, don't forget, leave your comment down below on what we spoke about in this one. Your views do matter. Liverpool supporters that watch it back will get to read your comments, and yeah, I read all of my comments as well on the YouTube video. So yes, that'll about do today. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your evenings. Welcome to all the new subscribers today. I hope you enjoy the content moving forwards. I will do my best to keep you all updated with the Liverpool transfer rumours. It is officially open as of today, so we're going to have a lot to dissect on this channel, a lot of rubbish rumours and hopefully some very legit ones as well. Some big names that Liverpool are going to be linked with. We've got a Champions League final coming up as well, so we are going to be doing some match build-up shows for that. We are going to be talking about Liverpool season, how good we did, get your views on that. Some call-ins will be back on the channel as well. So thank you so much. I've been on the bench LFC. You've all been legends. I will see you in the next one. Take care.